Welcome to another episode of War Time. I am your game day commentator, Richard Holridge, along with head coach of the Columbus Lions, head coach Jason Gibson. I'm fired up too. We got a big game against the San Antonio Gunslingers this Friday night.
And I love their name.
I'm excited. Let's go. But, Coach, let's talk about the road trip. Not the way you wanted to plan out. It was a tough road trip, losing to the Albany Empire, and then last weekend, 4th of July weekend, losing to the Carolina Cobras 61-36. Let's talk about that game, Coach, because there was a lot of good that came out of that. Darrell Green with an interception. You scored right off the first possession, a touchdown to Darren Townsend, a great play. Blake Erickson, your kicker, did get a deuce right to start the second half. And it was a one-possession game going into the third quarter. But Malik Henry coming in for the injured Jonathan Bain. You've already seen him twice with the Jacksonville Sharks. Let's talk about what Malik Henry was able to accomplish, finding his favorite target, DJ Myers.
I thought Myers was the difference maker. Henry played well. I'm not going to take anything from him, but he wasn't a game changer. He wasn't an elite game changer in the game. I thought Myers made some really hellacious catches offensively. They still only scored in the 40s. We gave him a pick six for a touchdown, and T.C. Stevens, good gosh, he made 1,800 deuces. That's a big deal. So that's 8 plus 7. That's 15 points. The score's 36-49. Or whatever that is. Actually 46. 36-46. So from an offensive standpoint, I don't think it was an offensive juggernaut. We got a couple turnovers, some stops. I thought the key to the game was our inefficiency to score, to be honest. That was the backbreaker. It was just little things here or there. For whatever reason it is, 36 points is a halftime score, not an end-of-the-game score. And when you do stuff like that, you have no chance of winning.
Well, Coach, I want to talk about Darren Townsend because, once again, Albany didn't kick it to him. Carolina tried to avoid to kick it to him. He has been a playmaker all year. He's made some crazy catches, especially that one in the back of the end zone where it looked like he was juggling a little bit, and it was very close. It was hard to tell. It looked like it got really close to the wall, but he did an incredible acrobatic juggling of the football. And then there was another fourth down conversion where he dove on the turf and caught the ball, and there were some incredible catches. He was able to get up after catching the football and goes all the way into the end zone. He had 4 touchdowns. What can you say about Darren Townsend this year and the impact he has made on the Lions?
You've pretty much already said it. One of the things we did this week is we made Darren the offensive specialist. So he didn't have to go both ways. He could go full-time offense, and I think it showed up in the stats. I'm reading it now. He had 11 catches for 187 yards and 4 touchdowns, but the problem is that's not enough. It looks good for an individual player, and I get that. And he had an outstanding game. But 4 touchdowns doesn't win you a football game. We need to be in the 60 to 70 range offensively, and we're not. We haven't been all season. Either I got to take the blame, somebody's got to take the blame, but obviously it's going to fall on me. Of why this offense is just not meshing this year. No matter who's at the helm, no matter what's going on, we have to figure out a way. We haven't scored 50 points the entire season on offense. As an offense, we had over 50 points, I think 1 or 2 games, but there was 2 defensive touchdowns. So that doesn't count to me. As far as us being able to line up, march up and down the field, score points, we're just not there. And until that happens, it's going to be rough the rest of the season. But I think we're making some changes, making some moves, things that'll change the outcome of that.
And it was nice to see Kevin Fuller get a touchdown.
Kevin played great. Tommy Neely got a chance to get in the game, which I really like. Tommy. He's an up-and-coming quarterback, young quarterback, got in there and made a bad throw, which is good, and then he got picked, but then he turned around and threw a touchdown at the end of the game. So he got some of that going for him, and I thought Townsend played great. Maurice Leggett played really good going both ways. And we're so close to being there, playing on the road, playing at Carolina, coming off the Albany trip on a Monday flight, turning around on a Friday. I don't think we're mentally strong yet. So I'm not taking anything away from Carolina. They played a really good game. I thought Myers played a great game. He's a really good player. First-class kid. And, that's what the NAL is about. It's players like him. I thought T.C. Stevens played really, really good for them as well. But we got to stop kicking ourselves in the butt, week in and week out. That's 2 weeks in a row offensively. We just can't get anything going.
All right, you're 4-5 and currently in 4th place in the National Arena League. Here's a look at the updated standings for Week 11 in the National Arena League. The Carolina Cobras clinch a playoff berth and are 8-3 on the season. The Albany Empire are 6-4. The Jacksonville Sharks are 6-5. I'm not sure how they got an extra game. And then you're at 4-5. Right below you are the San Antonio Gunslingers, which is going to be a very crucial game. And then the Orlando Predators round out all the teams in the NAL with a 3-7 record. San Antonio is 3-6. You are 4-5. If you win on Friday, it's going to separate yourselves from San Antonio, but it won't clinch a playoff berth yet because Orlando mathematically can still get in if they win all their games. But Orlando's got a tough road. They got to travel to Albany to take on the Empire. And, of course, whether or not you're trying to go for the 4th seed or the 3rd seed, you always got to watch out for Jacksonville. 3 more games left to go. They got to take on Carolina 2 more times, and they have to travel to San Antonio, which is always a tough road trip.
Well, that's as much as I enjoyed last year, us really just running through the league for the most part, except for, Albany, that's what makes this league fun this year. I think any game at any moment, somebody can win. And that's what the parity of our league is. There's not a game on the schedule that does, whether who shows up, that if you looked at itself, they don't have a chance to win. I told the players 3 weeks ago we're sitting at 4-3 with a chance to win out and be the number 1 seed. All of a sudden you lose 2 in a row. Now you're looking, you can barely make the playoffs. Carolina's got a tough road, whether they believe it or not. With the additions that we're adding, they got 2 against Jacksonville, another 1 against us. They can very easily lose 3 out and be a 4th seed. Just from all of a sudden you're at the 1 seed to the 4th seed. It can happen. I've seen it. It's arena football, but that's what makes the league good this year.
All right. You are watching an episode of Roar Time. We'll be back with a quick commercial break.
Beam is delivering gig speed internet to 100% of our network. But should you get a gig? Well, if you want to download an album in a blink, video conference in 4K, make virtual reality more real, power all of your home smart devices at the same time, and still have bandwidth to stream everything without buffering, then yeah, you gotta get a gig. So call, click, or visit and get it. Because when you gotta get a gig, you gotta go with Beam. Bringing East Alabama more.
Mountain Dew Spark might hypnotize you. You might want to stop staring. Stop staring at the delicious Mountain Dew Spark.
Oh, perfect timing. Come on in. It's just not cool in my house. It normally makes a noise. I don't know why it's not.
Have to fix it?
I can't believe it. You fixed it.
Let's be honest, climate control's not that easy. We love what we do, and there's nothing better than a job well done. To be there when you need it most.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees.
Babe, it's 8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
He's the buzz around town, man, haven't you heard? Sent by Mike Costello Law Firm to spread the word. You've been injured in the wreck, we can help in most cases. We literally come to you in most places. Workers' compensation and all car wreck. Our team is working really hard to try to get you a check. So do yourself a favor and listen to me and call 844-GET-MIKE. Do yourself a favor and listen to me and call 844-GET-MIKE. Told you to do yourself a favor and I hope that you learn. Been in the wreck, call a Mike Costello Law Firm.
The Outskirts Sports Bar and Grill. Nobody does food like The Outskirts. Amazing wings, appetizers, baskets, and burgers. And Mr. Henry's Lunch Buffet is the best in town. All you can eat Southern cooking for only $10. Follow The Outskirts on Facebook for the latest on nightly entertainment, sports, music, and the best food in town. The Outskirts Sports Bar and Grill, corner of Veterans Parkway and Whitesville Road in Columbus.
Welcome back to Roar Time. I'm your game day commentator, Richard Holdridge, along with head coach Jason Gibson. Let's talk about this Friday. It is a big contest in the National Arena League against the expansion San Antonio Gunslingers, who they were riding a 3-game win streak. However, they fell to the Albany Empire. They are currently in 5th place in the National Arena League. And you get to play the Gunslingers for a second time this season. You went to San Antonio week 2, won the game 46-45, but this is definitely a different team that you're facing on Friday, and Robert Kent is the veteran quarterback that can make plays.
Well, when you have a veteran quarterback, like him, you're always going to be in the game, and he's really good. I'm excited for him to come in. I mean, the great organization, great coach, great players. They got some fantastic talent. Number 5, I think Khalil Rashad is just a burner. You want to see somebody who's electric. He's going to put on a show. I hate that we're playing against them, but they're on a roll. I mean, they're on a good roll, and but they got to come to Columbus, and for some reason, we play pretty darn good in Columbus.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
And this is a huge game for playoff implications. 4-5 on the season. They are 3-6. With a win on Friday, that puts you a 2-game lead on San Antonio, and pretty much crushes their playoff hopes. I mean,
I hope so. We just need to do us. I don't care if I'm playing San Antonio, Albany, Carolina. We have to come out, be efficient, score points. This is arena football. It's like watching a basketball game and the final score is 27-30. You're not going to watch that game. And so we've got to put up points. We've got to get better. And what a better team to do it. And I tell you what, it's ironic. We laugh off camera about the name Gunslingers and how I like it and all, but it's going to be a shootout, no pun intended. I mean, holy cow, I got a whole bunch of those. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a good game, and they can put points up.
Yes.
And Robert Kent can sling it around. So, it's going to be fun.
All right, Coach, what are some of the promotionals that you have going on for this Friday, and what can fans expect to see as far as game day experience?
It's a Friday night game. It's hot as can be outside, but it's team poster giveaway night. Foxy 105 is going to be there, live remote at the game, some entertainment at halftime. We got some cool games. So come out to get your team poster, meet your favorite player, get it signed after the ball game. But this one's not about promotions. This one's not about bobbleheads or T-shirt giveaway. Now this one is about, you want to see 2 teams trying to fight for the playoffs in a good football game. You need to get out there. It's Friday night. Get your ticket. Plus they're running a special. It's buy 4 tickets, get 4 tickets for free. So they save you over $100. That's about 1 tank of gas nowadays. And so it's just a good promotion all the way around. It's going to be a good night.
All right. And before we close, after San Antonio, got 2 more games left. You got to play Carolina once again up in Greensboro. And then you wrap up the regular season, against the Orlando Predators. And
it could be a big game.
Absolutely, especially if Orlando does win out. I know they got a tough road against Albany.
I mean, they're all big, and I'm so excited. And I know I was having fun at the beginning of the show, screaming and all, but just having fun playing in competitive games week in and week out. I enjoy it. It's almost like the old SEC West back in the day when you looked on your schedule and you had LSU and Alabama and Auburn. I mean, it just didn't stop. There was no break in the schedule.
Right.
And that's what I think is really good about the NAL is the parity and the quality of play. You get that competition, and now it's like you look on this ticket and you go, I can't wait to play San Antonio. I can't wait to play Orlando Predators. You got some big-name teams with big-name players, and it's just so much fun, man. So much fun until you lose. So
exactly.
We'll see.
Good, Coach. I've been a fan of the league. I've really been a privilege and honor to be a part of the broadcast team. And I've listened to the other broadcasters and the Inside the Walls podcast, which you've been a guest on. Darren Townsend was also a guest. They do a great job of that podcast, and that's really, I listen to it just to get some information. It's a very good podcast. And really, you have a lot of fans of the National Arena League that just love their teams. And Columbus is the same way. You got your fans that just love the Columbus Lions. And
they give you a hard time, too, now. But that's a good thing. It means you're passionate about it, And so we've got some really good signings coming up, this week. Obviously, we signed Deion Small, who's a veteran for years, and to help shore up some offensive line stuff. Corey Crawford came back, played his first game last week, and we're back in this week. A couple other surprises. So get out to the game, and you'll see.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, Coach, and we'll see you at the Columbus Civic Center this Friday night, as kickoff will be at 7 against the San Antonio Gunslingers. Myself and Jared Dillard will be on the broadcast. Thank you so much for watching yet another episode of Roar Time. As Week 11 in the books, as we are winding down the season, it's been I've had a blast doing the show with you,
Make sure we got a shout out to Baseline Coatings, one of our sponsors for the show, Riley Heating and Air, Vectorply, all the folks at Vectorply. I talked to Brian over there, and they're bringing on 50 people to the game. I love the passion with the company. I just got to make sure it's just fun. Just what a great place to live, what a great place to be, and the passion for football, for arena football. As we get ready for. I'm a diehard NFL guy, so this is just like a bonus for me. So I just want to say shout out to the sponsors and Dr. J. Broadwin. He's always got our back. You know that.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching another episode of Roar Time. Stay tuned for next week as we will recap Week 12, as we will recap the San Antonio Columbus game. Have a good night, everybody.